We're live. And it's 5. We got
the usuals.
Andre, Armand, Gavin, Leandre, Cameron, Blake, Finn. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? What?
The usuals.
All right. So today, not a ton of stuff to do, because you guys are doing all the work for us. But what we did learn today is that there's shelter in place, I guess statutes or whatever. If you have an iPhone, you got a big beep today. Did you get it?
I did.
And I was like, what now? And it said till May 31st. And I think that it said something on there about like recreational use under 12 people. So we'll see what that's going to do for workouts and things like that. But I might come up with some more creative outlets for us. However, you guys are killing it right now.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a really, really great job.
Yeah, you are.
All right. So I told you guys before, but next week, since you guys are taking care of all these drills for me, I'm going to get together a list of about 10 drills that maybe you didn't do perfect, or maybe that I think that you could do better, or maybe that you didn't try to do, so we can like really complete the list. And that will all be a group challenge focusing on like a smaller portion of our overall drills. All right. So great job with all that stuff. We are watching the videos come in. I mean, it's really some inspiring stuff. I really appreciate that. And for you guys, get your reps in. All right. And make sure that you're doing all the stuff that you can. And basically, again, what I would do is take any drill that I wasn't good at, I would just focus on it, and then I would repeat it over and over and over again until it became a strength. So you find any weakness that you have, and then you make it your strength. All right. So when I was younger, I mean, I'm no like Kobe Bryant or anything, but I definitely found out a couple of weaknesses that I had. All right. And all my weaknesses had to do with my left hand. I tried to go both ways and things like that, but I was pretty much like right hand dominant, and I knew that early on, like in 5th or 6th grade, I noticed that. So what I did, and I did it at first subconsciously, everyone would force me to go left. So I was like, okay, then I just got better at going left. I just kept going left. And then I remember in 6th grade it happened. Well, I was at, where was that? At Cal State Fullerton we were playing, or something like that. Polytechnic High School, somewhere in LA. Mm-hmm. We were playing a game, and I was going in, and I scored a basket left-handed. Then the coach yells out to his team, "He's left-handed. Make him go right." And I guess what I was doing was I was always going left because it was a weakness, and people were trying to exploit my weakness by making me go left. I started always going left, and then I never really got over that. Because in high school, I saw Jason Kidd throw a left-hand pass full court, and he's right-handed. And I was like, whoa, I want to get good at that. So I started throwing left-hand passes full court, like just against the wall over and over and over again. Then I started passing left-handed a lot. So now I'm in college, and I asked my coach, I said, hey, you guys always give us scouts on other teams, and they're awesome. I mean, if I didn't have a scout, I couldn't guard anybody. But when I had their scout, I could stop future NBA players. It was like they would say, oh, he always dribbles twice this way, then crosses over, or he goes over the screen like this, or he comes this way, or this guy shoots this many times. And it was crazy how much film they watched to get this information. But they did it, and we learned from it. So I asked him, I said, well, what is my scout? And he goes, that's a very good question, John. And he goes, well, your scout is you always go left. And I was like, but I'm right-handed. And, huh? Gavin knew it. And
he brought up when you made him go left.
Oh yeah, Gavin used to go left. I'll say that after this. And I was like, wait, but I'm right-handed. He goes, yeah, but you always go left. Sorry. So I was like, oh really? Okay. So I started going right, and that's my dominant way. I started going right, and every team let me go right because in their scouting report they had me down as a guy who always goes left. And I started scoring so easily. Then after about 5 games, it switched. And they started forcing me to go left. And I was like, oh, this is the way I love to go. I can only really dunk going left. Like all these things going left. I like pulling up going left. I like all that stuff going left. And it's like weird because I've spent so many years doing it. So I switched my scout. And like Gavin just said in the comment section, I made Gavin and Finley for third grade. I think it was third grade. Yeah. I made them go left-handed and Finley go right-handed. They're a weekend for the entire season. Mm-hmm. And the cool part came when I think it was Gavin. He had a chance to win a game before it went to overtime, and he had 2 free throws. He shot left hand the whole time, and he looks over at me and goes, "What should I do? Should I win the game with the right hand shot, or should I shoot with left handed?" And I was like, "It's up to you." And he goes, "Left handed." Shot it, missed it, but I couldn't be more proud. That was amazing choice. All right? And they did that for the whole season, and now they're both very, very capable, going one way or the other. I wouldn't mind them doing it again. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and start now, and we're going to start with the elementary school drills.
That's so memorable. They all remember that.
No, it's pretty amazing that they did that, and that's why I had them do it. And if any of you guys remember people like Loto or like certain parents like Gio's mom, okay. They were going crazy about it. They were like, just win the game. Oh, my God. Yeah. They were like, this third grade thing matters so much. Now that you guys are in 6th grade, don't you see how small that was?
Gavin said, you told the ref to call the travel if he used his right.
Yeah, I put the refs against you guys, too. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Hey, we do anything to make you guys better.
Anything.
All right. So anyways, let's start off with the elementary school stuff from the book. And if you notice me reading through this stuff like a Bible, that's kind of what I'm doing, okay? So if you can make this basketball thing your religion, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, it'll get you far, all right? There's little tricks that just work for human beings, and this is one of them right here. So if you just focus on something, wrote it down. I looked at it every single day. It weighs in your mind in a huge way. And if you can get other people involved, like we're going to talk later, it does wonders. It's like magical, basically. You can do anything that you want if you have a clear-cut goal and people helping you out. That's it. All right, so let's start off with the elementary school drills. The one drill that I wanted to point out of your 6 drills was the 15 threes in 3 minutes. All right, 15 threes in 3 minutes should not be hard. But for you guys, or like Leandre, it's impossible. But for like most of you guys, even our high schoolers, you guys can't do it. But Blake Bastani can do it. Mm-hmm. All right, pretty much every time. His goal is like to do it under 2 minutes. All right, so that's a great goal and a great like drill that you guys should be doing at home. And don't consider yourself a shooter unless you can do 15 threes in 3 minutes. At least 4 out of 5 times. 4 out of 5 times, I would say, is a good number. 15 threes in 3 minutes, because what is that? Like 10 shots every minute, wide open. Yeah, you should be able to make half those shots if you're a decent shooter at all. All right, for those of you guys who are really young, you can do the same game from the free throw line or from closer if you're really, really young. All right, so 15 threes in 3 minutes, and Blake, he already had his filmed. I said, "Hey, Blake, I'll just take something from your not the trick shot thing, but the skill shot thing to have your 15 threes." And he goes, "Oh no, I'll do it again." And he just did it. And I was like, "All right, cool." So I really appreciate that. All right, the quote of the day is "Be honest with yourself." I know that's very, very similar to yesterday's, where it says, "Speak the truth." All right, but be honest with yourself is a little bit extra to that, okay? Because for that one, you must know what you want. I might have talked about it before, but the movie The Matrix had this line called "Know thyself." You must know who you are on the inside. You must know your capabilities. All right, and once you know yourself and you know what you want to do in life, like you truly know what you want to do, you have to be honest with yourself about approaching it. And like, is this for me? Do I want to do this? And once you do, then you attack it. All right. And then what I'm going to finish that one is basically don't fear your greatness. A lot of us will fear our greatness. We'll think if I put myself out there, I might fail and look stupid, but I also might succeed and have to work really, really hard. All right. Because what? I mean, if you like worked really hard to become the president one day. Well, now you have a lot of work on your table. Or you work really hard to make it to the NBA. Well, now you're going to have to work out for like 10 hours a day. And some people are just afraid of that. If I work hard enough to get to college, now I got to work extra hard. And they see it ahead, and then they'll kind of sabotage themselves on purpose or even subconsciously. All right. So make sure that you're honest with yourself to know what you want and then go after it, and know your capabilities, know what you're able to do. Like, be honest about it, okay? And even if it's like, I have 2 legs, I have 2 arms, I can do it, that counts. And then don't fear your greatness on top of that. Got it?
Yo, Zoom update. Yesterday, best one so far in my opinion. Just keep it going. Videos are great. Leandre, I saw you say you did your videos. I saw your videos. Really great job, Leandre. And Finn, I love your no look passes and stuff like that.
No
yeah, keep working. I see you getting better, and even your Euros. Okay, keep working on those. For my leaderboard, I gotta tell you, Troy, Finn is overtaking you. So you gotta step it up. All right, you was ahead. Now Finn is ahead of you now. So get back to work. All right.
All right. So the next drill for our book is for the middle schoolers. So if you have your middle school book, take it out, look at it. And for your drills, the one that I really want to focus on is lots of cones. All right. It's the cone drill where we have 5 consecutive cones. If you're looking on your screen, here's a cone, like that. Okay. And you're going through the cones like this, and you're going to go with, there's 3 different dribbles. One is cross, 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 cross. So with one hand, cross, cross, and the other hand, cross, cross. You go cross, 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 and then you scoot up to the next one and go cross, 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 cross. So it's a quick thing each and every single time. You go right hand one way, then left hand back. Then the second time you go through, it's in and out. So not cross, cross, but just in and out going like this. And then between the legs, then behind the back. And then you continue that in and out between the legs, behind the back. The right hand forward, left hand coming back through like about 5 different cones. Then the last one is scissor dribbles. You go 1, 2, scissors, push. 1, 2, scissors, push. And you act like the cone is a defender. So you don't stand on top of the cone. You go to the side of it and a little bit behind it. And you push off in between. Right hand forward, left hand back. And then you repeat through those over and over and over again for like 5 minutes. All right. I came up with this drill when someone asked me, what would you do if we weren't little kids and you were allowed to do anything you wanted to make us good? And I said, I would do this. So if I had a factory, like a Chinese sweatshop factory with like a gun to your head, and I had 2 months to make you guys better, I would do that about 15 minutes a day. All right, I would go 5 minutes so I wouldn't kill you. And then I would take a rest and 5 more minutes and take a rest, 5 more minutes.
Cam said, what should he do if he don't have cones?
Well, that was on our list. What does it say? It says use anything for a cone.
Use your shoes.
Yeah, you can use a bottle, a rock. It doesn't have to be orange. It doesn't have to be cone shaped. Think with your head. You can't just be like, I don't have a cone.
Come on, Cam.
And that also brings me to my next point. A parent was, I won't say whose parent. A parent was talking to me about the whole lockup thing and how like it's so unfair to her kids, so unfair, so unfair. This is so bad. You have to see opportunity. You have to see it. There's a horrifically bad quote that says, "When there's blood on the street, you should buy, even if the blood is your own." And what that means is, if you have money during a really, really horrible time like this, everyone's going to be begging for money. So what you do if you have money is you go buy their house that usually costs $1 million, but you buy it for $1,000, and then they must take it. And then you buy up everyone's houses, and then after everyone gets better, people are like, "Wait, who owns Moraga? Why does John Sanders own Moraga?" And then you're like, "I bought it. For how much? A little bit of money, but now it's worth a lot." So it's like a very, very bad thing. But how you can make it a good thing is this. While everyone's on the inside and people like our high schoolers aren't working out, there's blood on the street. You can buy right now. You can catch them. Everyone's paused. You can catch them. You can catch them. So if you're wondering, like, how can I get this done without a basket? Get it done. Put a freaking trash can up there or something. Like, you make a basket out of like a basket like people used to do in the 60s. You just do it. All right. You don't have a ball? Figure it out. Just figure anything that you can out, because there's blood on the street. Now it's time to buy. All right. So again, you can use anything that you want. And that one was an easy one. The cone, come on. It's just a structure. All right. So think outside the box, and there should be nothing that you can't do, at least sort of. All right. So get really, really creative in your mind, and basically don't think, will this thing stop me? Think, how will I keep going? All right. No matter what happens, how will I keep going? What will I do next? How will I keep going? Okay. That brings me to my next thing is, when you're writing, only the race in which you're writing in is important. So you must focus on the race at hand. And for us right now, it's the coronavirus. All right. This is the race at hand. Don't worry about anything else. You kill this race. You make sure by the end of something that you will never experience your entire life. There are no second chances at this one. Usually there's second chances, like, 8 years later, a year later, a month later. Nah, you will never again, hopefully, experience a pandemic like this. Where everyone on Earth is inside. Do you guys realize the magnitude of this? In the Middle East, they've been having a war that has been going on for 5,000 years. We have been having wars for 20 years. Everybody on Earth stopped doing war. People are not like that. People stopped doing war. That was how crazy it got. People stopped doing war? Like, what? That's a thing? All right? And you will not experience this again. Look at this camera. And then you will not experience this again. All right? So take advantage of it. And by the end, when like 50 years from now, when they're telling stories of people who were great during horrible times, have them say your name first. Like, well, Armand Craig, he did some amazing things during the COVID disaster. Man, that guy came out strong. Man, he came out strong. Got it? Anyway.
All right. My player that needs to step it up is Miles Bastani. I have to say this. I think Blake is the better basketball player.
Well, I think that he knows that. I don't think that he will.
Miles,
he would argue that.
Miles will argue that.
Will he?
Because that's Blake's brother.
I would hope you would argue that.
But come on, man, Miles. We don't hear from you. You've only done how many of these shows? How many Zooms? Blake is killing you.
I would even say it's not even the better basketball player.
No,
it's who can try the hardest.
Yeah, and Blake definitely he works hard. He's working hard at this
because we know that you have a passion for this.
Yeah,
you can't hide that.
Yeah, and the player who has surprised me so far is Ryder. Ryder has shown up to all the Zooms.
Ryder Britton. Olivia's little brother.
Yeah, he's shown up to all the Zooms. He's working hard. He's getting better at the ball handling and everything. So Ryder, you keep it up.
I like it. Hey, that's a really young player doing well, and an older player kind of slouching right now. I think a lot of that has to do with like priorities, and like when you get older, it's just harder. It's harder to keep going. Make sure that you bust through that though. All right. Next thing for me is the high school workouts, and this is one that I'll say all of. All right, for the high schoolers, for this Wednesday. The things that you had to do, we had the ball drop layup, which I saw Andre and his mom do. That was pretty good. You got your mom to help out. I appreciate that, Andre. Thank you for helping us.
Good job, Dre.
With the ball drop layup. Another thing that we will talk about is the pick and roll, the retreat then beat. That one is if you get doubled off of pick and roll with a strong double by a big. You want to retreat and go backwards and then beat the big around the big side so that he trips up the guard that's guarding you. If it was a small, you would go retreat and pass. So we would talk about that. Also, athletic spin to reverse. That's a fun drill where you go in and out between the legs, spin to air reverse layup. That's a great drill just because it adds few different things with the in and out, between the legs, the spin, and the reverse. That's 4 different things that you're working on in one drill. And it's a very fun thing where you would never probably do any of that stuff or all of that stuff in a game. I hope not. That'd be kind of crazy unless you have it down pat. But all 4 of those moves are highly legit moves on their own. So if you can practice all 4 at the same time, that's cool. All right, but beyond that, weave rebounds is when we have 3 people. They throw the ball off the backboard to the opposite person, and then they keep weaving, going around. It's a drill for bigger kids, but starting in middle school, you can probably do it. It teaches you about timing and about hustle and things like that, and about rebounding, just the whole timing of it. Then we have last-second shots. That's a fun one to practice where we count down so you guys get used to it, so you guys get all those butterflies out your stomach, or you get used to having butterflies in your stomach. But the one that I really want to talk about is favorite and underdog one-on-one, where the better player sprints and the lesser shoots to get a lead. And then they play one-on-one, all right? And, oh, man, I love this drill, all right? Yes, lag. Well, can you guys still hear me? Can you guys hear my words? That's all that I care about. No, you can't hear my words? Yeah, Troy? Anyone? Can anyone hear my words? They're saying yes? Okay, cool. All right. So as long as you can hear me, it's all good. All right. Favorite underdog game. I love this drill because the entire deck is stacked against you. And this drill, for those of you who don't know, is let's say that Kendrick and I are playing one-on-one. It's the favorite underdog game. The favorite would get on the line to have 10 sprints. The underdog, the one who's supposed to lose, is going to shoot shots from the elbow. Who's the underdog? Who's the favorite?
Me. I'm the favorite.
All right. I'm the favorite, obviously. All right. So to me, what I say here, that's my favorite part of the game. Is right in the beginning when either the person who knows they're the less person goes, well, I'm shooting, or the person who knows that they're better just goes, all right, here we go. I'm on the line. All right? And it's a fight, like who wants to be the favorite. All right. But yeah, so it's a great game either way. And basically it evens the odds. And whether you're the favorite and everything is stacked against you, where you're going to be running 10 sprints, as the other person shoots 10 shots, the game is to 11. So if they make all their shots, they're probably going to be up 9-0. And you're tired, and then it's their ball. So you have to do all that and then still try to come back and win. So if you can win with those odds, then you are the favorite, yeah. But if you are on the other side and you're shooting your shots, even if you get like a 4-point lead or whatever, you have a lead. This person's tired. But they're still the favorite. So you're still David versus Goliath. And it's your chance to knock them out because now they're tired. Now you got a lead. Go get them. So I love that drill a lot. I would suggest you guys play it with anyone who's better than you or anyone who's worse than you. You can skew the odds. All right? Those are always the most fun games for me. All right? That's all I got to say about that one. What else I got? Oh, yeah. Gavin, Armand, and Blake. What am I going to talk about, Kendrick?
Challenges.
The challenges. There we go. We got it this time. We worked on it. We worked on it. All right. The daily challenges. All right. They said that they're going to start this Friday. All right. And I'm really proud of them because I didn't start that. I mean, I told you guys to do it, but they actually got to me before I said that. I'm proud of their communication. One, all right, because just talking out loud is a hard thing to do. To text each other, they talked on Zoom. I have no clue when they set this up. Maybe in the comment section here, I have no clue. It's also a great job realizing that it's easier to do it as a team.
Yes.
All right. Hey, that's smart to make it easy for yourself. That's a really smart thing. But it's also harder. It's also harder. Why is it harder? Because now they're being held accountable. So now if they don't do it, the other two are going to be like, yo, where you at? So now they just made it harder for themselves too. So they made it easier in all the good ways, and they made it harder for themselves in all the good ways too. Mm-hmm. So that's amazing. And that's why this is a team sport. All right. So they're also bonding as a team. All right. And you must do whatever it takes to achieve your goal. Because again, not all of us are Kobe Bryant who's self-motivated. He probably had like a couple of personalities in his head talking to himself. Like, because again, like I have one guy in my head, and me and him are like best friends. That's why I get to hang out by myself all day. But Kobe had a lot of fun by himself. So I think he had a couple of people up in there. Maybe he was like tripolar, not bipolar. All right. So make sure that you do whatever it takes to achieve your goals. Any questions in the comment section? Anything that they brought up?
No, nothing.
Just a whole bunch of BS?
Mm-hmm. Just, yeah. Everybody telling Troy to stop saying lag.
Ah, gotcha.
It's just Troy.
I'm surprised that Troy could spell lag. Why would I say that? It's okay. It always comes back to me dogging Troy, and that's a fun part of life right there. All right. Anyways, we have about.
Called you meanie.
He spelled meanie right too. Gabby, stop helping him. All right. Anyway. Hey, you guys, great job with everything so far. Again, make sure for the let me think. We can't do any of the team stuff for these playlist things, but I would suggest some of you guys are stepping up by doing 4 things, or I think Blake did 8 things yesterday. Mm-hmm. And to get through them all, I wouldn't mind you guys getting through them all. So if you have time and you want to step it up some more, feel free to do as many as you want. All right. And I've gone on there and I've commented on a few people's videos. If you want to comment, you can. Yeah. And I've said basically what you were doing wrong, how you could improve. And Finn has been great on this one. Every time that I say something, I don't know if he's lying, but I think he isn't. I think he says, I can see what you're saying. And I think I said that before. If you can see your mistakes and judge yourself correctly, man, you're well on your way. Because most people can't even see their mistakes. So videotape yourself and then watch the videotape and see if it looks right. Like, see, do I look like James Harden in that tape, or do I look like Rella Rickman? Oh yeah, I look like Rella. All right. So you want to do that? Yeah, I'm dogging all the Rickmans today. I'm getting all you guys. All right. Anyways, what else? You got anything else for them?
No. Hey, Zoom time.
First of all, we got about three more minutes. Let me see this real quick. So today's challenge for the high schoolers, what we got? Wednesday? All right. They are doing on day 4 of 5 perfect weeks. I wanted to know if Cam, are you still doing the 5 perfect weeks? Did you make it to week 4? Let us know in the comment section. How did that finish up? Did you just did you stop week 3? I think you got to week 3 at least. I just wanted to know how you finished up. So let us know. But for the daily challenge for the high schoolers, it would be day 4, week 4 of the 5 perfect weeks. They would run 4 miles, jump rope for 12 minutes, 18 and 9 for the divine drill, and 100 seconds for each of the 8 ball handling drills. And it says try to recruit 7 teammates to join you 1 day per week apiece. Man, for that one for me, I know the 5-week challenge is extremely hard because it's like a lot of physical stuff. But the psychology stuff is bigger. It's more important than all the miles that you can ever run. Because if you run miles for like, let's say 5 weeks, but then you don't run for a year, you'll be out of shape. Same with the jump ropes and everything else, okay? Maybe the jump ropes you'll improve. Maybe the ball handling you'll still improve. But still, what you get more than that is trying to get 7 teammates for each of the days to help you out. The organization that takes to organize something like that, where you're like, you have Monday, you have Friday, like that, and to like make sure that they keep doing it. 1 is amazing because you'll learn to communicate in a high level way. 2, inspiring your teammates to work themselves is a great tool because now you're not the only great person on your team. Now your entire high school is great, your entire college is great, now your entire NBA team is great, and you've learned how to inspire other people. 3, you've designed a motivational tool that will just perpetuate itself where, you told, let's say, Andre to meet you on Tuesday. You're a little sick. You're going on Tuesday. But like if you have no one meeting you and you're a little sick, now you'd be like, I'll skip just today. All right. So Cam has been trying to do it by himself. Let's see did he say that he's still doing it? He said something. He said nothing about doing it though. He just gave emojis. Mm-hmm. All right. I think he gave the lag emoji or something. But so It's really, really hard to do it by yourself. Anyways, you want to give them the intro to the Zooms? Hype them up a bit.
Let's go. Zoom time. Let's continue to work hard, guys.
We'll see you guys in about 5 minutes.
See you in 5.
And closing credits. Random song today. What we got? All right. We'll see you guys later. Great job, everybody. Peace. Let's do this. Books, sir. Almost done. Good. Clear. Okay.